Hello, Miami. This is 05 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and today we're going to be discussing the Miami Dolphins' victory over the New England Patriots, which leave the Miami Dolphins in first place in the AFC East, earning a record of 6-2. Pretty much heading over to Germany today to face the Kansas City Chiefs, and it puts the Patriots in a 2-6 record. And again, Bill Belichick is not very happy at the moment because he hasn't been able to win since Tom Brady has gone to the Tampa Buccaneers or to pretty much retirement. All right, so getting into today's talk is we got to talk about Mike McDaniel's offense. Right, Mike McDaniel's offense is just again humming. We'll get into the aspect that it seems like it's only working against really poor football teams, but I also want to pretty much go over exactly how it's working and what's going on. So we're gonna do a video breakdown of some of the game, on Sunday, and I just want to talk a little bit about the success that Tua Tagovailoa has been having. Right, Tyreek Hill's also been having, and also the importance of having a guy like Jalen Waddle as well on the team. All right, so Tua had a magnificent game with the exception of one interception, 30 of 45, 324, 3 touchdowns, a QBR rating of 61, and an overall rating of 100.6. Although the Miami Dolphins only had 78 yards rushing, it was nice to see Jeff Wilson get in with 5 carries, 23 yards, averaging 4.6 a pop, which is his average last season for the Fins. Now, the Dolphins wide receiving core absolutely ate. All right, Jalen Waddle with 7 catches, 121 yards with 1 touchdown, but the man of the hour was Tyreek Hill with 8 catches, 112 yards, 1 touchdown, a long pass of 42, and he is 8 games in, and he's already over 1,000 yards. Early in the season, he had a goal of hitting the 2,000-yard mark. He's at a pace of not only getting there, but shattering it as well. So what is going on, all right? The Miami Dolphins, they run a very unique offense, and I really want to go over it today with you guys over there at home because there's going to be some glitches in the video. I'm not going to lie. I'm still getting used to doing stuff like this, but the bottom line is I also want to be able to break film down and be able to talk to you guys about why and so the offense is so successful, right? So I'm just going to basically just bring up the film, right? Add it to the stage. I'm going to wait a little bit. Here we go. All right. So the Miami Dolphins right here on 2nd and 6, right? Tua Tagovailoa. The one thing about the Miami Dolphins is that they have a good command of motion. All right. There's an ESPN guy, I forgot his name, that said, "Oh, everybody's seen motion before." The bottom line is that, not this kind of motion. Okay. Mike McDaniel is absolutely creative with the way he runs his motions, and it confuses a lot of teams, and it also gives a lot of the quicker players a head start. Again, this is a team that is primarily on offense, built on speed. You're going to get in a track race with the Miami Dolphins if you are not careful. So let's just go over this play really quickly at 2nd and 6. All right, as Tua goes for his progressions, again, you have pretty much a 2 wide receiver set stacked up near the offensive line. As well, you have the receiver here in motion. Okay, the receiver in motion, that's Durham Smythe. He goes now into tailback position as well. Okay, as you can see here, all right, the Patriots have 4 guys, actually 5 guys, 4 guys, pretty much at the offensive line. They have the edge rusher, the linebackers coming in the blitz, hence the reason why you have the tight end playing in this position, the running back, staying in here looking like he's going to block. And then here you have the wide receiver in motion as well, which is actually not the wide receiver. It's Jeff Wilson lined up at wide receiver. Look, he's lined up at wide receiver, but he's not a wide receiver. He just goes in motion. Tua Tagovailoa in this situation actually fakes the handoff, okay? Now, because of the speed and the recognition, this could be a run. The 2 linebackers, they're really cautious. They stay back, but the wide receivers take off. But we know this play and what exactly happens. And Tua Tagovailoa releases the football, and boom, a 42-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill. The Dolphins celebrate. Now, I want to go back quickly to this play. I want to go back once again. Now, the interesting aspect of the offense is that last season, one of the biggest complaints a lot of Dolphin fans had is that Tua doesn't have the arm strength to get the ball to Tyreek in deep situations. And also, he underthrows Tyreek all the time. That is costing him situations where he would get in the end zone. Mind you, Tyreek had a very good year last year, in terms of yards, right, when Tua was his quarterback, and he's having a spectacular year again. Now, Tua, so far this season, thank God, has remained healthy. But the one thing that I've always said, all Tua has to do is get rid of the ball quickly because Tyreek is a very speedy, shifty, and quick wide receiver. You are never going to overthrow Tyreek Hill. It is very difficult to overthrow a guy like Tyreek Hill. And this is actually good for Tua to get rid of the ball quickly because, again, with oncoming defenders, he has a quick release already. All right. Tua, the one thing that gets overlooked by a lot of people is how fast his release is. He releases the ball quickly, no defender in sight. Look at all this space he has here. All this space. He's right in the middle of the logo. All that space. Even a defender that's coming at him, he was able to get by his blocker. Sorry, no chance. He just bombs it. Okay. And of course, Tyreek, look at the separation between him and the defender. That's a good 2 to 3 yards. And these are guys that play professional football. These are not slouches. All right. Catches the ball, easy touchdown for the Miami Dolphins, gets into the end zone, touchdown Miami. The team absolutely celebrates because it's a tie. Okay, now this play is very interesting. I want to go back a little bit before it starts. Now this play is very interesting right after, again, we see Tyreek celebrate. Okay, but this is an interesting play because this is something that is unique. This is a 4th and 4. Mike McDaniel is not afraid to go at on 4th down. This is a situation, if you look at the blue line where the line of scrimmage is located, it was a situation where you could either punt it and pin him deep, or you could take an opportunity, to try to get the first down. Your defense, can pretty much hang with the Patriots offense. So there's no harm in trying, an attempt at a 4th down, and it works in their favor. Now look what happens here. Now the defenders do get sort of home. Okay, they're able to beat their blockers, but the problem is that they over pursue. Tua is aware of this, steps into the pocket. No one is spying Tua, all right? No one is spying Tua. The linebacker over here for the New England Patriots here on the top side of the screen isn't even looking at Tua. Why? Because Tua is not known for running. Tua will find a way to get rid of that football, all right, before he ever decides to take off. Well, in this case, the Patriots gets wrong. He has an ocean in front of him. The linebacker reacts late. Tua slides and gets the first down. Okay, so that's a good game for Tua Tagovailoa. This play 2nd and 8. Again, Tua goes to his right, and in this case, he finds Tyreek Hill. Now let's go back over that play again. Now this play is quite interesting because, okay, he again play action very big. The Dolphin running backs are really fast. The play action goes to Jeff Wilson, all right, and the defense really does a good job. They really don't bite, right? As you see, pretty much the defenders taking a look at Tua. You have some coverage there, but again, one thing about Tyreek Hill is that he's very good at finding the hole in the zone. They're playing zone defense here, are the Patriots. Tua is able to roll out. He's actually very good at rolling out either side. All right. Finds Tyreek Hill, finds a soft spot in the zone in between 2 defenders. Okay, that's what you have to do. Find that soft spot in the zone. Tyreek is able to get there, create space for himself. Again, 2 defenders here. The guy who's supposed to be keeping behind him to not let him get behind. Lets him get the first down. But again, you have 2 defenders. He's able to outmaneuver them. Again, the cutback speed of Tyreek Hill doesn't hurt him that he's already way past the first down markers. He's able to make a move, does make a move, and the Patriots, are able to make the tackle, but Tyreek makes them absolutely pay. They end up at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins do some damage. Now, this is 3rd and 14. All right, this is a scenario. Okay, we have pretty much a running back over here. Again, we have some tight situations. Okay, you have pretty much a bunch set here, tight, close to the offensive line. Again, the wide receivers here, again, tight as well. Not much on the boundary, as you can see on the screen here. Okay, so Tua receives the football in the situation, sets the man in motion. In this case, it's Jalen Waddle. Waddle goes in motion on this play, and Tua delivers the bubble screen. Now, in many cases, this gets tackled before the first down. The Patriots are very well coached, very well disciplined, on these situations. All you got to do is keep Jalen in front of him. But Jalen's really fast. Okay, so Jalen receives the football. Nice throw by Tua. Gets it in front of him. He throws it behind him. These 2 defenders collapse on him, and Jalen Waddle gets knocked down for a loss. But since the ball's thrown in front of him, he's able to get a running start on the defenders, and look what happens. Get back to the play there. Right? Now, again, the speed to these 2 big guys, 2 big boys over here, cannot catch Jalen Waddle. The wall is set up. Okay, you have 2 blockers ready to take on defenders. You have already 1 engaged here in this situation as well with the Miami Dolphin receiver. Okay, that's actually Braxton Berrios, who's a very good blocker. And Waddle's able to get past, and he ends up, pretty much just shy of the first down. but makes it manageable, right, for the Miami Dolphins. Eventually, they get the first down as they go for it on fourth down again. And this is a scenario, again, they're at the 1 yard line. It's the red zone. Dolphins are deadly in the red zone. Most teams that run with high speeds, they get trapped, in the 20 and below, because now you have the boundary spaces that are taken care of. But not when you have Mike McDaniel as a head coach and he uses his motion with perfect timing. Okay. And not only that, when you have a quarterback that understands the playbook and knows when to throw to a spot. So here we go. We see Durham Smythe, okay, in motion on top of the screen here, right? While he's in motion, he's taking a defender with him because, again, they're expecting maybe a fade coming in. The defenders pretty much, they protect here. They stay with their men as well. They defend. And in this situation, okay, you have coverage, good coverage here, good coverage here, and good coverage here. All right. But the scenarios here, Durham Smythe also has coverage. But the thing is that this is single coverage. All you have to do is front your defender. Front your defender, all this space. There's no one back there to try to prevent, anybody getting from the back of the end zone. And Tua makes him pay in this situation. How does he make him pay? He knows where his receiver is going to be because he understands, what his progressions are going to be within the offense. Cedric Wilson also knows the spot he's going to be in. And right here, fronts his defender, right, perfectly, all right, and gives it a scenario where Tua could throw the football. Remember, in the Mike McDaniel offense, you throw to a spot, Tua throws to that spot, receivers are to run to that spot, and Cedric Wilson couldn't have ran to the spot any better. Catches the football, Tua places it high enough where a defender can't get it. Cedric gets the ball in his hands. Touchdown, Miami. We have ourselves another score. The Dolphins celebrate. Right now, they take the lead against the Patriots. Everyone's happy. Even the offensive linemen that are backing up each other. Okay, so in this scenario, okay, we have now. Let's go back. This is gonna be a fun one. Okay, because this is the introduction. Hello, the world, to the introduction to Jalen Ramsey as a Miami Dolphin. Okay, so in this situation, Mac Jones actually has his team very close, pretty much the red zone. Okay, they're about the 25, actually the 23-yard line scenario. First down. Mac Jones does not have to make this throw. But again, Mac Jones got a little bit way too aggressive for his britches, right, as well. You had, pretty much a couple downs you're going to work with, get a little closer to the first down marker. But he decides, to go for all the marbles, only down by 7 to the Miami Dolphins. So Mac Jones here receives the football, receivers in motion, has an opportunity here. Actually, this play is very well covered because if Mac does go to the receiver here, you have two defenders here that are going to collapse on him, and that play's done. So what does Mac do? You know what? The heck with it. I'm going to take a shot. He takes a shot here, and he throws it deep, okay? And from what I understand, Jalen Ramsey, pretty much gets away from the guy he's covering. You can't see him on screen. According to Channing Crowder, he ran off his receiver because he read what Mac Jones was trying to do, play safety in this situation. Even though he is the cornerback, he times it perfectly, picks it off, runs it for a good amount of yards, and puts the Dolphins in very good field position to do some more damage on offense. So Jalen Ramsey, in his first game, about 15 snaps, does get an interception and makes a huge impact on the team. All right. So again, it's just some of the glitches. We see Tua sends the ball over to Tyreek Hill. Right. So that's something that happened there. I know. And on this play, I'm gonna pass forward. I will give the Patriots some credit in this play. They actually bat the ball down. Would have been a first down if it doesn't happen. But in this play, actually, sorry, this is not the play I was talking about. My apologies. Let me go back because I actually recorded the Patriots doing a good defensive play. Let's go back to this one again, a little more. Okay, so this is after Tyreek Hill can see. Okay, so again, Dolphins very similar again, similar formation aspect. You got the one running back, 2-1 shotgun. Okay, you have pretty much everything pretty tight. You got a 2-by-1 in this situation, right? You have pretty much a hybrid running back receiver in this scenario as well. Okay, and in this scenario as well, it's Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, remember, also played running back in college. Also was very big on jet sweeps when he was a member of the Chiefs. Goes in motion. We are threatened by Tyreek. Defenders notice on this play. Everybody seems to forget how good Jalen Waddle is. Tua intelligently steps into the pocket. Again, the defensive ends over pursuit, but not the nose tackle. Okay, not this interior lineman. He stays home, tries to get Tua, but Tua, again, that quick release. And Jalen Waddle is extremely wide open, finds a soft spot in the zone, first down. And let me go over this play as well, okay? His soft. Okay, so he gets a soft spot in the zone. He gets the first down, and this is the touchdown run by Raheem Mostert. This is a very important to understand because if you're playing football, it's very important to understand that you need to set your edges. All right, you need to set your edges because if you don't set your edges, things like this happen. Running backs see that the interior is clogged, so they try to run outside, especially if you're a running back with a high IQ like Raheem Mostert. So again, I'm sorry, let me go back. Forgot to go back there. Rewind. So Raheem's about to receive the football from Tua. Alex Angold's about to lead block here. Alex Angold leads the charge here. He does go to the outside. Okay, defenders here, they got everything pretty well stacked and here, but they don't no one sets the edge. Linebackers are late, to try to go outside in this situation. And Angold is there to make the block. Touchdown Miami. Great play call there by Mike McDaniel to get into the end zone. Dolphins celebrate. All right, so this scenario, I think the scenario I was talking about where I kind of like added a defensive play by the Patriots. And yes, that was a good play by the linebacker to knock that ball down. All right, and now we have again Tua. Yet again, let's go back. Okay, so Tua in this situation, the ball go back to that play call. It's the ball's down. All right, now we're going to see Tua in action again, right there at Tyreek Hill. Now, why is this play important? All right, it's 3rd and 9. Okay, it's a situation it favors the Patriots. Okay, but again, veteran. Tua understands he's got to put the ball high in a situation because Tyreek is bracketed by 2 different defenders. But Tyreek knows, look at where he's at. A lot of receivers make the mistake, even with speed, of getting in front, of getting in front of the yellow marker. Tyreek doesn't do that. Tyreek gets behind it. Unless Tyreek has cushion where he can get there, he's going to get behind the marker. Now, Tyreek takes a major hit, right, from Patriot defenders, but is able to get the first down, control the ball. He is very durable, right, as well. Now, this situation, Dolphins are about near the 45-yard line. They're in Patriot territory. Tua calls for motion again. All right, for Tyreek Hill to move forward. Tyreek sets up. He gets a running start. Now this time Tua throws the football, and it's complete for a simple check down to Durham Smythe. He gets the first down. Nothing crazy. Tua is also able to get short yard situations, not always go for the long ball. Now, Tua does lead the league in long balls. For somebody that does not have arm strength, okay, he does lead the league in long balls. Now, this situation is pretty cool as well because you have a 2-back set here. You have Alex Angold, and I believe that is Jeff Wilson. 3rd and 1. Now, this is the play that drove the Patriots crazy. Tyreek's in motion. Look at Tyreek in motion. Look how they follow him as well because, again, he gets that running start. You're in serious trouble. Tua receives the football. He play action. All right. Now, this is the interesting scenario because on this play, 2 defenders follow Waddle. I'm sorry, they follow Hill. 2 defenders follow Hill. And in the slot, they leave open. And I mean, way open, Jalen Waddle. That is an epitome of a busted coverage. All right. Jalen runs a short slant, gets the football, and he can literally just speed walk into the end zone or walk altogether. Now what happened on this play? We'll go over it again. Okay. Again, you have Jeff Wilson on this play, a little bit of play action. Tyreek, pretty much over here on the edge. Defenders. Now, see, both defenders in this scenario followed. Number 13 was supposed to keep an eye on Jalen Waddle, but Tyreek Hill is such a game changer that and it's not enough to have 1 defender on him. You need to have 2 defenders on him. You need to double team, make his life a little uncomfortable. No one in any part of this video that I showed you ever jammed Tyreek Hill, but nonetheless, he gets that free release because of the zone. I'm sorry, because of the motion. He gets that free release, and guess what? So does Jalen Waddle. Just catches the football. This is the 2nd best receiver in the Miami Dolphins. This is a number 1 in any other team. Right, I'm going to stop right here. We're going to get out of scenario. All right, so Jalen Waddle is a number 1 on any other team, okay? And he's the 2nd best receiver on this football team. Tyreek Hill has changed the game, right? He's changed the game, and he's changed the game as a member of the Miami Dolphins. Was a fantastic football player for the Kansas City Chiefs, won a ring with the Chiefs, but what he's doing in Miami right now is just basically is shock and awe, per se, because of what's going on. Because I don't think anyone expected how good he was going to be, as part of the Miami Dolphins. All right, he's worth every penny and every transaction that we made to get this guy on the team. So I just want to say that about Tyreek Hill. Mad Dog Russo said he's a nice little player, and he was very well corrected by I'm not a big fan of Mad Dog Russo, by his ESPN counterpart. Tyreek Hill right now, you can't put him with Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Michael Irvin or Lynn Swans. Those guys are legends, but they did it for such a long time. Okay. But I could guarantee you, if this duo stays together and they stay healthy, you will one day, especially if they get a Super Bowl, you will one day, Mad Dog Russo, you will one day, even though he's defending them, Stephen A. Smith, you will one day, Colin Cowherd, you will put Tyreek Hill in a Mount Rushmore, all right, as amongst the best wide receivers, because Tyreek Hill is unique. He's not just a one-trick pony. He is dangerous on the boundaries. Dangerous. There is no defender in the National Football League that could run with this guy one-on-one. No defender. He beats zones. He beats man. He gets off the block incredibly fast, hence the term cheetah. All right, some guys build their speed as they're running. He's already fast. Okay, he's incredibly difficult to contain. All right, they've done it before, but it's very difficult to contain him on a consistent basis, game by game. All right, so Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa are a fantastic dynamic duo, and I could say this. If Tua stays healthy and Tyreek stays healthy, he's getting 2,000 yards. He is getting 2,000 yards, and the game against Buffalo, right, in December is going to be, or January actually, is going to be not the same result that we saw over there in Buffalo. It's going to be a very different scenario because the Dolphins also play very well at home. Now I want to address the issue of, well, look where they're beating on their record. On Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs, the big bad Super Bowl champion Chiefs, lost to the Denver Broncos, a team the Dolphins put 70 on. Okay? The New England Patriots beat the Buffalo Bills as well. The New York Jets beat, all right, the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles as well. This is not Bethune-Cookman versus Alabama. Okay? This is not, Central Connecticut versus Ohio State. These are professional football players. They're professional football players. Anybody can be anybody on any given Sunday. The one thing I like about Mike McDaniel is that it's the same playbook whether he's playing the Philadelphia Eagles or whether he's playing the New York Giants. It doesn't matter. A team is a team. He respects whomever he's facing. And that's what I like about Coach McDaniel. Oh, don't show them. No, he shows you. You got to stop it, though. That's the way Mike McDaniel runs his offense. I'll show you what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. But you got to stop it. Now try to stop it. And let me tell you something else. Well, the Dolphins, yes, the teams they've beaten don't have very good records, but they're kicking their ass. The Miami Dolphins are kicking the ass of every single team they face. It's not even close. It's not, oh, they got away with a 1-point victory. Oh, they won by a touchdown. No. They're beating teams badly. They're abusing them on the offensive side of the football, and the defense is picking steam up. Okay? The Miami Dolphins, yes, we lost by 2 touchdowns to the Eagles, but they hung in that game to the fourth quarter. Despite the penalties, the Dolphins hung in that game. The Miami Dolphins are beating teams that are not good. They're not barely winning. They're killing them. They're killing them. So I don't want to hear, well, yes, they're playing teams, they're beating teams without a winning record, but they're not making it close. If this football team can get its horses back, Jalen Ramsey full-time, Xavier Howard, okay, Teron Armstead, its offensive line back together, all right, in unison, they have been hit with injuries in areas that is pretty much the strength of their team. The cornerback position on the boundary, Howard, Ramsey, strength, injured. Ramsey comes back, is an unlimited snap count as well. The offensive line, Armstead, Connor Williams, now Robert Hunt. Those are major players. That's the reason why Tua has all that time as well. The Miami Dolphins, if they can keep it together, if they can get healthy at the right time, this team is dangerous. And if this team gets home field advantage at the Rock during playoff time, they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. I don't care who you are, right? I don't care who you are. And I'm not just saying as a Dolphin fan. Because if I have to criticize, I will criticize. But I will say this, though. This team is dangerous. This team is dangerous. And they had a couple touchdowns. They have points on the board against Philadelphia and against Buffalo. I'm not saying that would have won them their games, but it would have been a lot closer. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. If you like what you heard, if you like me breaking film down, let me know through the comment section. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 205 Sports Now. Once again, I'm Will. Stay safe. God bless you soon. Go Fins. I'll be dropping a new episode this week on Ruben Bain. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.